It's Mr. Guy, and welcome to an introduction to painting. When you look at a painting, it is important to remember they are made up of multiple layers of paint. Here you can see the layers that make up a painting. I have separated them so you can see how once these layers are placed on top of each other, they create a finished painting. When creating a painting, the best advice is to give yourself a rough guide. Sketch out your drawing using a reference. Once you've done that, you can apply a wash of paint. I use the lightest colour that exists in the painting. In this case, it's yellow. Then I will block the colours in a simplistic way. Once I've done this, I will then blend the colours whilst they are still wet, using a dry brush. I will then add texture and details to the painting, ensuring the details are correct, looking at my reference picture. Towards the end of the painting, I will add highlights. I will then refine areas of the painting, making the lines tighter and more precise, till I am satisfied with my outcome. The process is again the same when using watercolours. Start off by applying a wash over the top of your drawing. Then I will block colours in place, and then I will start to be more precise regarding colours and start applying it with more paint on my brush. As I work through the painting, I will start to add more details, looking at my reference picture at all times. When I am painting, I will be using different size brushes depending on what I'm trying to achieve. When using watercolours, I like to use a variety of different media, such as felt tips and colour pencils, as this allows me to create different textures within the piece of work. I will continue to refine the painting until I am satisfied with my outcome. The next demonstration is using acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is a much thicker paint than watercolours. It allows for better colour mixing to be achieved, and it also dries pretty quickly. It's also easier to manipulate and change throughout your painting. The process of painting remains the same. Using a reference picture to sketch from, I then apply a wash of paint over the top again, the lightest colour that is in the painting. Once this is done, I start to block the colours in. It is important to make sure you mix with water before you use, as this makes the acrylic paint much easier to push around and manipulate. Once the colours are blocked in, I then start to paint areas of detail, creating different textures with my brush. I keep refining and redefining areas of the painting, fixing mistakes that I have made. I keep looking at my reference picture to make sure everything looks correct. If I have made a mistake, I will just paint over it and change it. It's much easier to correct mistakes with acrylic paint because it is thicker. It is also easier to manipulate and blend the colours together. This allows better details to be achieved. I will continue to work on my painting until I am satisfied with the outcome. If it's not excellent, it's not finished. Here you can see some previous student work. These were done at home and shows the excellent outcomes that can be achieved, but also the standard we expect everybody to aim for. If you have any problems, check Google Classroom.